metal. Hello and good day, kids. So we're gonna do a little, we need to pull the Lancia here apart and do a tuning. And when we put it back together, we're gonna do a bit of a cosmetic upgrade. Where'd my screwdriver go? Hang on. All right, apologies. All right, so before we start, I'm gonna have to say, this is one of my first 3 cars, and I just don't like this livery. You know, if it would have been all white, I would have been a lot better with it. I don't like the red and the stripes. They don't do a lot for me, I'm sorry. I actually like the Martini livery usually, but this one I don't really like. We're gonna fix that, and you will see shortly. We're gonna do quick tuning because this car hasn't been tuned since its original tune, which I did about a year ago almost. It's been nearly a whole year, which is hard to believe. By the time this video comes out, it might have been a year. So, and I just having so much fun with these. This Lancia runs really nice, actually. For a while, it was kind of, we made fun of the Lancia because it was the car that nobody really liked. But again, we're gonna fix that. It is a really fast car, and there's lots of cool liveries of the car. So that's cool. While we're in here, we need to replace some lights as well. Because I took the lights out, I burgled the front lights for the 917 Porsche, and then the rear lights for the truck, my truck. But that's all good. All right. So we'll set this aside. All right. This needs fully cleaned and gone through front axle as well. So let's pop these bad boys out and take care of that. Just got one of those extra things. So as you can see, we've got extra headlights and tail lights. I picked these up from Amanda's Hobbies, if anyone's interested. They're, I think, $4 a set, $5 a set, something like that. Each, not for front and back. So, but I've got a bunch of light projects I'm gonna need those for, so it's all good. And it looks like my gears could use a little bit of grease too. All right, let's get started on this. We got some Naxatros. I believe that's how you say it. Look at that big old hair right there. Yeah, there it is. You gotta watch those things. Get that over in the garbage. All right, so we don't need to sand these down again, but we are gonna give them a quick polish with the steel wool. Which is very easy to do. Strap it about your axle and twist it for a few seconds. Sorry my hands are red. I made some fresh beets for dinner, and I had to peel them after I roasted them, and it got red all over my fingers. And I washed them really good, but it ain't coming out all the way, so beware of beets. Beets are super healthy though. and they're one of the vegetables I actually enjoy. I'm not a giant vegetable guy like most of us aren't. Alright, that front end's looking good. You guys are going to dig what we do here. Noxatros kind of reminds me of Osric Tentacles, if you guys know that band. Another band I really like. Phoebe's traipsing around back there doing something. What are you into? What do you got there? Hey, what do you got there? Stop that! Get out of there! Phoebe! You butthole. She found a napkin, was tearing it apart. She probably fished it out of the garbage. She normally doesn't do that sort of thing, but every now and then she does. Alright, front end's done. That rolls really nice too. Alright. This back end's tight. Tight. Now there's some hair on that one too. All these older ones probably have a little bit of lint and or hair between the dog and myself. Alright, got them cleaned. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to make a smaller piece. There we go. And polish away. And then we'll put this back, grease up the bearings, grease up the gears, and then you guys get to see my cosmetic change, which I think you're gonna like. Well, maybe you don't. You might really like that martini livery. I mean, it is really cool in a way, but I'm not that into the colors. Maybe I'll even sell it off, who knows. Alright. I always like to make sure you blow these off and then make sure you get any debris removed. Get all that old oil off your axle or grease. And then we'll put on some new. Alright. If you ever get confused, there's usually a little indent in there you can see where your crown gear goes. There's a little play in that. Can't really adjust the bearings. Oh well, that's okay. All right, let's put the headlights in. So there's little grooves for the headlights. And there's probably some for the taillights too. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And that little yellow thing's your light. So you want to push those down in there until they click. Plug them in. And I probably shouldn't have put that axle in because I got to run them tail lights, but we'll take care of that in a minute. They clearly cannibalize these out other cars, but doesn't bother me none. Ah, the taillights go back in here. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some grease on that gear then. Okay. All right, time for the big reveal. So when I was on Amanda's Hobbies, I found this, and I liked this one the second I saw it. Check it out. Who doesn't like underwear, right? I just love the light blue. See, this livery I really like. I really like this livery. So we picked this up. Let's go ahead and load the taillights in there. That's interesting. Thought these things were all the same size. This one's a little short. Interesting. Some of these might be longer than others. Let's take a look. This one's longer. These tight ones will be really good to put on the trucks. The trucks are super tight in the back end. And since they cannibalize these out of other cars, I suppose it makes sense. I think this one's long enough. No, this one's worse. Well, Houston, we've got a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Interesting. Sorry guys, didn't mean to move the view there. Well, you know, I can extend these wires out. I didn't think I'd have to do something like this just to make this work. Well, turds. I really don't want a bunch of extra wire back there either. Well, poop. This is when you get annoyed and want to stop the video. We are going to forge on. It literally needs like a 1/4 of an inch more. You can't make wire stretch, that's for sure. Now I'm thinking about taking the one out of the truck, but man, we glued that in and that's a total pain in the frickin' booty. All right, we'll be back. All right, we got one. We got it working now. We got one that works. All right. Let's go ahead and screw the tail section in and whoops. I remember how this goes, okay. And this needs to go in there, like so. All right. No way to screw this one in. The body screws will keep it in place. Wait a minute, how did I get to this? Boy, I'm confused now, let me tell you guys. There's 5 screws. I must have taken it out somehow. But I couldn't have because there's that there and then that in the way and there's the screw. I don't know, mates. I'll have to review my video and check it again. Okay, this is not working because these lights are popping up. I'm gonna have to extend those wires or change out back to the original ones to close the back end. Well, that's just that's annoying, kids. That's really annoying. We'll be back. All right, we're back. See, look at the difference in the length. So I took it out of the truck and we'll put these shorter ones back into the truck, but not right now. So put the truck aside here. All right, so now let's get these bad boys installed. I also figured out how we screw it back together. I was looking at it the wrong way. I'm not sure how these go. I would guess that they'll probably go down here and around. Keep the lights out of the way of the car itself when you put the back end on. Don't argue, man. Do you hate it when stuff argues with you? I think some of the chats are gonna start up. It's Tuesday night when I'm working on this. All right, now we're ready to go. And we've got the lights on the right side, which is where you want them. The cord, that is. And that just fits in there like so. There we go. Look at that, kids. All right, and there's our light wire. You know, while I'm in here, I should check my mag. Oh, this one's fine. Good. Good, good, good. Clean that off as long as I'm in here. When you're putting those back, make sure that little thing clicks in. Good idea to wipe out your motor pan while you're there. One tiny drop in that end, okay. Never have did that. Let's don't do the other end. That's the one you don't want to do. All right, now we just gotta get that bad boy plugged into this hair one. All right, then you want to get that wire under. Actually, no, I think the wire goes right there in that channel. Yeah, that way you can get to that. All right, so that goes like so. Make sure that wire isn't going to interfere. When you put the car back together, obviously. Phoebe's in there whining about something. God knows what. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. That goes there. I forgot. What are you whining about, Phoebe? Okay, then that holds it in place. Okay. Okay, those wires go through that channel, not through that. There we go. I think that's what we're looking for. Power wire can get in the way. that's no good. Leave it up here. All right. So we greased the gear, we lubed up our bearings, we polished our axles, cleaned out all the lint, and we got a new body. And we replaced the headlights and the taillights. And it doesn't want to screw in. Yes, it does. I'm wrong. Who doesn't love Fruit of the Loom, huh? You gotta have comfy undies. Nothing worse than when your junk ain't sitting right, you know? Okay, that's not down there as much as it, that something's not right. It's not sitting flat. It's probably something to do with the wires. It's on the left side. Make sure you get that wire, like I said, away from the axle. You don't want it to bind. All right, let's try this again. Something is not right. It's probably this damn thing. See what I mean? Something is not sitting right in the back. I'll be back. All right, Phoebe got her ball that she was whining about. Here's what was wrong. I didn't screw this screw down all the way. That, I don't know, it holds the cockpit in. So, doom on me, right? All right, let's fix that. There we go. Humanity for the win, kids, I tell ya. My job's making me impatient. There we go. That's the way she's supposed to look. Oh, God, that looks so much better. I can't believe how much better this car looks now. But, you know, that's a personal opinion. Like I said, you guys may love the Martini livery on that car. I just don't like it on that specific Lancia Beta. I like this a lot more. There's also one that's red and white. It almost looks like the Japanese flag. It's a really cool one. I like it, too, a lot. They actually had one of those available at Amanda's as well, and I considered grabbing that one, but I like this better. I love the powder blue. I love that color. It used to be cyan back in the old computer days, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Way back when, in the 16 color days, 286s. Man, my age is showing, let me tell you, kids. All right, we're just about ready here. All right. Braids still look fine. Just need a little cleaning, which we will do. All right, we're gonna go over to the track and see how she looks on the track. It looks really good. I like this livery a lot more. All right, let's go to the track. All right, we're back. We are on the track. Look at them headlights looking good. She looks really good on the track. And them nice big taillights. Go ahead and run a lap with her. Phew, she's fast. Again, this is one of my originals though. And she's clingy. Oh my God, this looks fast as the Carrera Porsche. Nice. All right. Well, there you go, kids. We did a retune and a cosmetic upgrade, got the lights put back in, and I think that car looks a lot better now. I went from number 3 to number 51, but I do not mind. Well, thanks everybody. Hopefully you made it this far in this little tuning and cosmetic upgrade video of the Lancia Monte Carlo. See you later, Slot Cowboys. Race on, metal. Bye-bye.